Northwestern Mutual. Welcome to the Wealth Management Symposium 2021. Joining us live from Studio 6A in New York. No? Wait, from where? Joining us live from his den in Ohio. Welcome your returning host, dressed professionally from the waist up, Jon Petz.
Hello, Northwestern Mutual, and welcome to your Wealth Management Symposium 2021. My name is Jon Petz, and I'm very excited to be here with you again after hosting last year's event. And I'll be joining you throughout the next several weeks and the incredible episodes to follow. And yes, here we are once again. We're virtual, and it's a little different this time, though, because do you remember last year? Many were still figuring things out. We certainly didn't have the functionality or the expertise as users on a platform like this than we did back then. We were honestly just trying to keep the kids out of the office, dealing with the rain right now coming down and down the gutters on the audio, or, constantly apologizing if a cat or a dog went by or barked. And now what do? We just kind of roll with it, don't we? Those were the early days, and that was novelty, when Zoom became a noun, an adjective, and a verb all the course of a week. And we had those virtual happy hours with our teams and our families, our family gatherings, and it was so needed and so essential through this medium. And then we would continue at the office, in our home, or solo in the office. I remember once one person joined last year from their boat, and someone was on a back deck, and why not? That was novelty, a part of this. And then the technology moved to necessity. You had to meet with your clients. They had questions, they had concerns, and we had to get things done. The Wealth Management Symposium had to move on, and there we were figuring out a way to do it. Do you know the first ever event of any type, any virtual event at Northwestern Mutual was last year's Wealth Management Symposium? And I congratulate your IT team, your event planning team, and all of you for participating, engaging, and experimenting, really. I also commend your fearless leader, Eva Marie, who stepped up and said, we're gonna do this because you deserve it, and made it happen. So we went from novelty to necessity, and now we've moved on to normalcy, talking through you to this tile. You know what? Come on with me. I'll tell you what I mean. Have you noticed, we've gone through this, have some people have maybe worried less about their hair, their makeup, a dirty dish in the background, maybe a kid stealing the show and running through the shot, or maybe someone wondering if you're really dressed from the waist up professionally or not. Who knows? I think it's also neat that maybe you met a spouse or a partner of a client virtually for the very first time because of the technology. And you know what happened? You found new ways of learning about clients, of their hobbies and businesses because of pictures in the backgrounds or kids that went by. You adopted and discovered a new art form of the human connection. And you know what happens now? Now you have a casual conversation, and you're just talking about adjusting your ring light and latency and up speed and down speed, backlight, echo cancellation, virtual backgrounds, what kind of cameras you have, screen sharing. We still have the one challenge, though. And you know the challenge I'm talking about. You do. The challenge of, you're on mute. That is our everyday now, where we've built multiple studios and sets, and we've adapted and we've moved on. And there you are, trying to help your clients and work with them, and you're distracted by all these things, right? You're misdirected, but you're focusing on that thing. You're distracted by devastation, by memes, by SPACs. And it was tough. But that's why we're here, to be together, to be an organization, to learn from the best, to gain perspective from inside and outside your industry, refocus your purpose and your passion for what you do without being distracted. Wait, do you think we should try it? Think you can follow? All right, let's do it. Here, we'll come right here.
And here we are. Now you can see the whole table, and it sounds so much better as well, doesn't it? Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you've never seen the 3-shell classic game, I am about to give you a lesson in attraction, distraction, along with misdirection. Now, maybe at some point in your lifetime, if you haven't yet, you will see some unscrupulous con man type person. That character role this afternoon will be played by myself. And they'll be maybe in the street on a box top and have a wad of cash between their fingers like this with the shells out and playing. Any idea why they keep the cash like this? I'll tell you. One, it's attraction. It attracts people who want to play because they're flaring about and you can see the money and you want to win quick and it's easy and win big, so you want to believe. It's also important for me as the gambler, if a police officer or a person comes after their hard-earned losings, then I just squeeze my hands and I'm ready to run or fight. I never have to put it in my pockets. True story. So let's play. Let's have the 1P, and I will ask, is it the left, the middle, or the right? Easy bet for you, left, middle, or right. Go ahead, throw it in chat. Yep, no, hopefully that was very simple for you. The middle, you say? Yes, you're good at this. You know what you should do? You should bet for real. No, don't bet for, that's crazy. No, your job is to help people not bet, okay? There's the P. I will mix them up a little bit this time, just a little bit. I don't want to fool you whatsoever. I want you to get the general concept of how the game is played. Now, I did that so slow it would not possibly fool you, so let's try this to fool you this time, okay? No, if you're the only one thinking, wait a second, no, it did. You're not alone. Pay attention. I'll do the exact same pattern. See if you catch the misdirection this time. There's the P. I click it in front. And now I clicked it and I bring it all the way back over to your left-hand side. Now in chat, you really can put, where is it? Is it in the left, the middle, or the right? Left, middle, or right. Now your thinking is probably pretty straight, but this game is absolutely and completely crooked. It is not there in the left, but now they'll think, oh, the middle. If I bet on the middle, it was the next one close, but I would have you there too. I got you beat. But now it's a loser's game for me because there's actually only one shell left. And people can throw down, they'll throw down all their money and be like, but I still have them. You see, it's not there. And that's because it's back over here where I left it in the first shell. Let me give you a hint, and then I'll break it down and we'll finish this up. Your hint's there. You can see it till the very, very end. These two are just for kicks and for flair. Even if I slide it forward, I could ask you, and you already know the answer, where is it going to be? Yet you know it's not in the middle one. It's either in this one or it's in that one. I recommend this one, but sometimes I lie. So what do you think, the left or the right? No, the left or the right. Your pick, you've got it. Okay, it's not that you can't trust me. I think you just got to know when to trust me. But that's because I'm a professional at what I do. Just like you are all professionals at what you do. Helping people stay focused on what's important to them, helping them mitigate their risk, helping them understand their financial security and future and what it takes to achieve that. That's their goal, right? So, but what if I gave you an easy bet, just for fun? One shell game, 1P, one shell. I'll even show you how this works. I'll take a P and I will throw it under the shell. Maybe. All right, it's 50-50 bet. I have a drawer behind the bar. I'm going to put it into the drawer. But now you get the chance to make a bet. Is it in the drawer or under the shell? In the drawer or under the shell? 50-50. Here, there's even money. We can throw it down. There's your bet, right? Should be easy for you. What do you think? Well, let's get started for real. Let's get the one I left there a little while ago. Okay, try it again. Wow, that's my favorite part. All right, this one is for the cash. You ready? Count of 3. Here it goes. And a count of 1, 2, 3. Motion under the shell. Motion towards the chair. That's a chair. The drawer. It's been a long day. What do you think? This is your bet. Put it in chat for me now. Is it going to be under the shell or is it in the drawer? Under the shell or in the drawer? Now, this should be one of your easiest ones. I'll even give you a little hint. Not too much of a hint, but I'll ask you, is it going to be, sorry about that. Is it under the shell or in the drawer? Well, hopefully now you know for a fact that it actually can be anywhere I want it to be. Hopefully you understand that completely, don't you? Because I'm a professional. Even if I openly place it in a drawer and I ask you, where is it? I will win because it can be anywhere I want it to be. If you want to always win, if you want your clients to win, then they want to play with a professional like the folks at Northwestern Mutual. So none of them will ever end up with a lemon. That's right. There's your lemon. There's one. Just for kicks. There's two. And yes, we're going everywhere. And just for fun, there's 3, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the 3-shell game. I hope you had a little bit of fun playing. Let's go back over here. Hold on, go to the high. I digress, but we're really excited you're here joining us. For the folks I didn't meet last year, we're so excited you're here this year. And we have great keynotes, sessions, panelists, live Q&A sessions with expert presenters, both inside of the industry and outside of the industry, so you can further both your professional business as well as your personal self. So are you ready? Let's go to the studio and do it for real, shall we? It's showtime. As you may have learned over the course of the past 12 months, this can be an effective way to gather, share, and connect even from a distance. The key is engaging and participating. Yes, with the screen, but also with the chat box. I'm certain you've done it yourself, what I'm doing right now. You're presenting, and what do you see back when you're presenting in this way? Nothing, really. If you're in webinar mode, I don't see you, but you know what helps so much is when people respond. The chat box is my resource. The chat box is your friend, and it's for other presenters as well. So I'm talking to you who are watching and engaged, but also talking to you, the ones that have your other monitor, as you see, I got 6 monitors, the one over here, and maybe your email is up, and this conference is simply a multitask. So let's be here together. Let's make this time that is well spent and provides ROI and ROR for everyone, because I can't even begin to tell you how impressive your lineup of speakers and presenters is this year. You know that Northwestern Mutual does it right. It'll be impactful, it'll be meaningful, it'll be relevant. So today, we will kick off with your State of Union addresses, following which I'll be getting set up for the fireside chat with your leaders. We have 2 opening addresses to introduce. The first, we will welcome someone who has been part of the Northwestern Mutual family for more than 30 years and has been leading the company for the past 10. He's an active industry and dedicated community leader, as well as devoted husband to wife Kim and family man to their 6 children. That's right. We will soon welcome Jon Petz to the screen and to this year's Wealth Management Symposium. That will be immediately followed by your Chief Commercial Officer and President of Investment Products and Services. She focuses on driving the growth and competitiveness of Northwestern Mutual, including the investment products and services business, which holds around $200 billion of client assets. She's also newly accountable for Northwestern Mutual's future ventures focused on startups and emerging business to drive strategic learning and innovation, in addition to being the executive sponsor of Northwestern Mutual's Women's Initiative. Let's officially open this conference and welcome to your screen Jon Petz and then Aditi Gokhale.